My best friend announced her divorce during my wedding, so I ghosted her.
Yeah, there's a time and a place, people.
So background, I, 29 male, have been friends with my best friend Katie, 29 female, for almost 10 years. We've done everything together. We went to the same college, hung out in each other's dorm rooms, and generally did everything together. By the way, this comes from Gloomy Smile 4026, and if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/OK Storytime subreddit. When I left college, I moved back home while she stayed and finished to go into her profession. She dated and got engaged to John, who I thought fit her really well. She's very ecstatic, impulsive, and kind of does whatever. He, on the other hand, is very quiet, reserved, doesn't speak a whole lot, and also lets her do whatever she needs to do. I ended up moving across the country, and we talked through Snapchat, but other than that, not a whole lot. She told me multiple times that she was in love with me, but I kept saying, hey, you're married to John, and doesn't feel right. I didn't want to ruin our friendship that we've had for so long just because we caught feelings. It always came back to the fact that she was married, and I wasn't okay with that. Part of me still believes that she's in love with me and won't drop it. During my time across the country, I met and got engaged to the love of my life, 30 female.
Oh my God.
I know. Did you connect the title
God.
too?
I know. I see where it's going.
I do too. Literally, I was reading that and my heart sank because I just connected. She ultimately is the best thing that happened to me. We planned to get married last year and moved home to have our wedding. In the midst of finalizing our wedding plans a year in advance, Katie was trying to get John to open their relationship. According to her, John stopped caring and doing anything to support her emotionally or intimately. After 7 months, he reluctantly agreed to open the relationship, and she took that opportunity to date an ex from high school. John, in response, decided that if she was gonna mess around, he would too. He started dating different guys and girls, and even went to a poly convention to immerse himself in it, thinking it would help their relationship. I met her ex, now boyfriend, and admittedly, they are so different from her and John. He has a very right-wing political stance, while she is very left-focused. The only activity they do together is bowling. He is patient, and I like that, but I don't think they work well together. During our wedding planning, Katie was my best woman and was over a lot to help us. She helped pick out clothes, watched our kid, and helped me pack up the day before our wedding so I wouldn't forget anything. My wife's makeup, hair stuff, flowers, rings, literally the whole 9 yards. I thought I had everything all set, so we all separated ways and went home for the night. The next day, my wife, Katie, John, and I all met at the wedding venue and started setting up. Admittedly, I did very little considering how nervous I was. Katie told me she would do so much, but did nothing and hardly talked to me. My wife, being the rock star she is, finished decorating the cake with help from John. Katie always said how John wasn't social, but during this whole event, not only was he helpful, but he was also social the entire time, talking to my parents, my in-laws, and other family and friends. He helped with the cake setup, tear down, and even helped my parents with the food. Meanwhile, Katie sat on her phone almost all day, ignoring my wife and me.
Boo this woman.
Boo.
Boo.
When it was time to get ready, Katie showered, did her makeup, and went upstairs. My love was getting ready upstairs, so I needed to stay downstairs. Katie, who has been with me through breakups, life changes, and everything, left me alone on the most important day of my life. I got myself dressed while nervously going between inside and outside, smoking to calm myself down. My wife's dad, who doesn't really like me, came down to check on me and helped calm me down because he noticed I was alone, walking by myself. I had my phone shut off for most of the day. When I turned it on to write a little love note to my wife, excited about starting our life together, I received 4 texts from Katie about how she was divorcing John because he couldn't do anything right. I chose to ignore it because it was my day and wanted to focus on my wife and our love. I wrote my note, shut off my phone again, not wanting to hear about her divorcing John. The wedding started and went off without a hitch. It was perfect for my love and me. We danced, sang, shoved cake in each other's faces, and ultimately felt incredibly happy. Katie was supposed to take us back to our place, but we changed plans and had my brother-in-law take us instead. On the way home, I received multiple messages about how she was divorcing John, and not only did I receive them, but so did my wife. During our mini honeymoon, just a day and a half because my wife can't be away from our kid for too long, we continued to get bombarded with messages about the divorce. I felt like such a terrible friend because I wanted to be there for her, but also I never do anything for myself. My wife and I never have alone time and couldn't even take advantage of that time with hundreds of calls and texts from Katie to both my phone and my wife's phone. In the coming days, I learned my wife had walked into our bathroom, not knowing Katie was in it, and found her trying on my wife's makeup lotions, and perfume.
No.
Ah,
No.
ah,
No.
this is weird. Side note, my wife is black and Katie is white. Oh, no.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Oh my God.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Whole nother issue. Whole nother level to it. Oh my gosh. I noticed the constant buying of gifts for my kid, even when we blatantly expressed that she didn't need more. She ignored my wife and constantly flaunted over me. I can't pick up social cues at all, so I never would have noticed this had another friend not pointed it out. She would get upset when we had other friends over. She would tell my kid she would play with her, then suddenly decide to leave with no reason, especially when we had people over. Every day, there was a literal crisis over something her boyfriend or John did, and I couldn't mentally handle it anymore. I'm not gonna lie, I felt crazy as heck because I wasn't sure if I was reading any of this right, besides the blatant disrespect at my wedding. Part of the best man/woman duties is to be there for me on my day, not ignore me and disappear. I definitely feel like Katie is still in love with me. I'm stuck feeling like a terrible friend because I could care less about her divorce. She also didn't have to announce it to my wife and me on our wedding day and basically ruin our honeymoon.
Yeah, you think?
You think?
You think?
But you know what I know is that you can find full episodes with more stories just like this. Just go to iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, whatever your favorite podcast app is. Search up OK Storytime. We'll be right there for you. Oh my gosh, there is a little bit more.
This woman is still in love with
Absolutely.
OP.
Absolutely.
Like, she got divorced at your wedding to try to ruin your wedding.
Yeah.
And also be like, guess who's single?
Right.
Like, guess
on
who's
your
available?
wedding day. Yeah. I need to know what OP's wife thinks about this.
Regardless of what, you need to cut her off.
Yes.
Cut her out.
Yes.
She's going to actively try to ruin your marriage.
Absolutely. She's already started. Day one, she's begun. I feel like a terrible friend and an even worse husband because I couldn't even enjoy our honeymoon with all the phone calls and texts. I finally gave up and stopped all contact.
Wait, brother.
Good.
She's the bad friend.
Yeah.
You are not the bad friend.
We still do a daily snap, but that's mainly because I'm not sure if I'm the a-hole in this or not.
Oh my God.
I don't invite her over, talk to her past the daily snap, or update her on my child or job. So, am I the a-hole here? We do have some comments.
Wait, okay, but before we do that,
Yeah.
my brain might be changing in real time.
Whoa. We're seeing it happen?
Well, no, it's like, sure, you block, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like that single communication through Snapchat is like going to keep her like potential unhingedness at bay.
So comment number 1, divorce announcement at weddings? That's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for her in the friendship department. Spoiler alert, it won't. Comment number 2 says she told you that she loved you while being married and you just stayed friends with her? Why? Did you want to keep your options open? You are not a bad friend, but you are a moron. Screw the 10 years of friendship. No friend acts like that. You should have cut her off a long time ago. Comment number 3 says, I see people here that have so little respect for themselves that makes me wonder if we're even the same species. In the rare case, this isn't a troll. Why in the world you didn't tell her to stop messaging you on your honeymoon? Why didn't you tell her that she is being a horrible friend, neglecting her promised help as a best woman? Why didn't you tell her to F off when she was making your wedding about herself? Grow a spine.
Hey, okay.
We still snap daily? Have some self-respect.
Okay. Maybe facts there.
Maybe he's onto something.
Maybe a little bit of factual information there. But
Yeah.
take it easy. He said he can't read any social cues.
Yeah, so usually if that's the case, it is also the case that confrontation is very uncomfortable.
Yeah, but also, come on, dude.
Well, yeah,
Come on.
Also it was facts. I was waving the red flag earlier, not because of this friend, but because of the husband. Like if
the refusal to cut off the friend.
Well, just because, I mean, if you are dating someone, whether it's new or not, and they have friends who are cheating on their husband or boyfriend or whatever, that's a red flag on your new partner's like fault. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I guess depending, I guess how you go about it with the friend, your partner is actually involved in their best friend of 10 years trying to cheat on their husband, and they're not like shutting it down, then that seems like an issue to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that does feel like a bit of an issue, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. A little bit.
Well,
so I don't know.
Hopefully their marriage is still going strong.
Yep.
Because that's all we got, because that's the end of that story.
That's it. Please tell us in the comments what you think. That's a controversial one.
Oh my God. No, I know I asked like, what would you do? I think it's very, I don't know, that last comment made it pretty clear to me where it's like, okay, yeah, no, you definitely cut this person off. It's absurd.
Yeah. I need the wife of OP to comment on this. That's the end of that story.